What's up, man?
So, I'm with Kaycee from Big Brother 20.
What's up, man?
The previous winner.
Yes, sir. Yes.
How did it feel winning?
Dude, it was so emotional. It was very emotional. It's always been a dream of mine to be on the show.
Yeah.
And so it still hasn't really hit me. It's like, it's way over my head. Like, damn, I was on the show. And then, wow, I won the whole thing. So it's so surreal. Always been a dream of mine. Super pumped up. So it's awesome.
That's awesome. What's something from Big Brother 20 that you, after getting out of the house, the biggest takeaway you took?
The biggest takeaway?
Yeah, from the whole game. Like, what's a life lesson something that you took?
You know what? I mean, I was kind of like before the house too, but I don't take life too seriously.
Okay.
And I know in there it can be so stressful, so I always had to remind myself, it's gonna be okay. It's temporary. Like, it was so hard to be in there, but I always had to tell myself it's temporary. It's temporary. But I always laughed in there. So to take that into the real life, to know that when stuff does not go the way you want it to, or it's stressful, just laugh. Just have fun and make the best of it, because it's hard in there. So that's a good takeaway for real life.
What was the hardest part about living in the house? Like, what was the hard for you personally?
I was so stressed out. Every day is stressed out because you don't know what the next competition is. You always got different scenarios running through your head. Like, okay, if I win this is what's going to happen. If I lose, this is what's going to happen. So it was just it was stressful. It was stressful. It was an amazing time, but it was stressful.
You have a lot of downtime too. And in that downtime, are you strategizing or are you just resting? Like
everything. Downtime, like, we would stress eat in there. Downtime, I'm stressing, even strategizing in my head, who I'm going to talk to, different things that you need to take care of. But it was stressful. It was just trying to keep ourselves busy. We couldn't take naps, so it was kind of like, but it was cool.
After you won Big Brother and you saw your family, how was that like? Seeing your family for the first time after getting out of the house?
It was so crazy. Like, that feeling of coming out the doors. And first of all, I almost choked on confetti when I walked out. And then I see my parents in the seats. And I was super pumped up, It's because I know they've always been my number one fan in sports and everything. So I know they're so proud of me. And so it was a very emotional thing. My mom got up there, gave me a big old hug, and my dad. But because it was amazing to see them, because it was hard to be away from family and friends for 99 days. It's crazy.
Were you shocked that you got to that point in the game? Like, did you going into the game, did you think you were going to get that far, or did you set any expectations?
Oh, yeah. I was everything I said before going into the house, when they interviewed me and I told them my strategy, everything pretty much played out to the T on how I wanted to work out. And so I always envisioned myself in the final two. Like, and I knew my social game was going to take me to the very end. I knew competitions would come as a bonus because they're not main priority. It's my social game. So, yeah.
Yes. Great. I mean, everybody usually has a mindset before they go into the Big Brother house of like how they're going to play, and to see that happen of like yours worked out.
It did, man. Because I've been seeing I've been watching the show since I was 10 years old.
Same.
So since I was 10. So it's like since season 1, and to watch competitions and how people interact and all this stuff, it's like the 20th season was meant for me. You know what I'm saying? It was meant for me to take it home for a win. So I've seen it since forever ago that it was going to happen, and that's where it starts. You got to envision it. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're here with Kaycee at the Big Brother 21 premiere party. That's pretty much
sir.
it. Yeah.
So excited.
Awesome meeting.
Oh, so nice to meet you too, man.
So obviously, guys, this is Matt from Big Brother 12. If you guys don't know that.
The collective who?
Yeah.
From your audience?
Funny enough, I was actually 10 years old when I saw you on TV. My first ever season of Big Brother was when I saw you.
You were watching BB at age 10?
At age 10.
Wow.
And I'm a super fan of the show.
And it all stemmed from season 12.
All stemmed from season 12.
So I'm honored to have inspired you.
Yeah, bro. I mean, so how has life been for you since you've been off of Big Brother?
It's been. I got
Kaycee over here.
Kaycee beating on me. Look at this. Okay, so here's how Big Brother's been for me. I basically just get this is very this is like representative of like, look, here's season 12 Matt. Let's just shove him back behind this person who actually is significant in it. Back to the question. How's my life been? Well, I don't know. So I go to work. I will say this is the first event I've been to in 8 years.
Really?
Someone coming out of event retirement, and this is the treatment I get. Right? This is what happens to me. I might just stop. I'm going to go back to not going to these things.
Well, let's talk about your season on Big Brother. Even though it was.
I want to talk to you.
Yeah, let's go over here.
I want to talk to you about my season of Big Brother here, because now it's my turn to go in front.
Right.
Yeah, so let's talk about your season on
Yes,
Big Brother.
let's talk.
It was however many years ago? It was like 10 years ago? 9 years ago?
So next year will be the 10th anniversary of the brigade,
crazy, the
and we're
brigade.
talking about bringing it here to Slate with all 4 of us.
Well, yeah, let's talk about the brigade a little bit. How much of contact are you in with them still?
I stayed at Enzo's place on Sunday,
Really?
which was an event, I guess, in and of itself.
Yeah.
And then the other guys I don't talk to, but not for contentious reasons. You know, we just kind of don't. But they're good people, I'm sure. I'm sure they're really nice guys. You know, probably.
I've never actually, you're the first one of the brigade that I've met. So.
Yes?
Yes.
Wow, setting the bar real high, right?
No, I think you're a great guy.
Thank
You're a
you
great
so
guy.
much.
I actually was like, when you were on the season, bro, like, I wanted you to win so bad. You had the Diamond Power veto. Like,
Yeah, well, that wasn't so great. Let's not talk about that moment. But so good. So tell me about what's this show? What is the show called?
all right, so I'm a self-titled YouTube channel. It's Andrew Yalo. It's right here.
You. My name's not on any fucking signs anyway.
But it should be.
Can I swear? We can't swear. It's YouTube. It's the internet. You can do anything on the internet. I can whip up my dong if I wanted to. No one's gonna stop me. I'm not going to.
We actually, because usually every season on Big Brother, someone runs around the house like naked. Did that happen in your season?
No, thank God, no. That didn't happen. No, I don't want to see any of these people in my season.
What was probably the most, like, I guess we're talking about like awkward stuff in the Big Brother house. What was a really awkward situation for you in the Big Brother house?
Well, again, this is cutting back now. You gotta remember season 12, I had my house meeting that was called on me to bust me out. I think it was the first house meeting in Big Brother history. Rachel turned Big Brother into like the real world, and they all wanted to bust me for lying about, I don't know, fucking who knows what. I lied about everything. Something. And that was an awkward moment for me. And of course, watching the fights is both awkward but awesome. So it's this weird dichotomy going on inside you because you're going, I don't want to be here, it's so strange, there's these people yelling in front of me. But then there's the reality TV fan that just wants to get the popcorn and be like, I'm front and center for this awesome shit. So it was good times. Would you ever go on Big Brother?
I'm currently 19, and when I turn 21, I'm already applying. Like, I want to apply. Like, it's been my dream of mine. So.
Are you a strategy player, a comp guy? Are you making friends with everyone? What are you doing?
I'd probably be like a really friendly guy. Honestly, that's probably what I would do. But
And when you're watching a season, what kind of characters are you into?
I'm into the funny guys. Honestly, I thought you were really funny. I really appreciate it a lot.
Well, thank you. I do
Like,
appreciate
saying you're a diabolical super
Yeah,
genius.
how crazy was that, right? I'm an idiot. Man.
I think you played a great game.
Thank you so much.
Anybody drop a comment down below, like, you guys appreciated Matt's game on
What
Big
did I
Brother
say?
12.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button, yeah, go for it.
Kids say, right? All right. Thanks.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
You
Thanks.
too. Have fun, man. Andrea.
All right, guys, I'm here with Big Brother 10, Michelle. How is it?
What's going
How have you
on?
been?
I've been good. How are you?
I've been awesome.
Hey, everybody. What's
Hey,
going on?
everybody, what's up? All right, so last time I saw you, it was the Big Brother 20 premiere party.
Yes, like
And-
a year ago.
And your expectations for Big Brother 20, how did you feel that season went?
I think last season went really good. I actually am not upset with the last two. You know, sometimes you're like, the final two stink, you know, and they're like horrible and blah, 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 whatever this social media people say. But I thought Tyler and I thought Kaycee did a great job. And actually, I picked Kaycee to win. First time. Look at me! And it was like my first time I actually picked somebody. I was like, oh my God, I actually picked somebody who won. Because, you know, I picked myself for the winner for my season, and then everything was downhill from there.
All right, so let's talk about Big Brother 21.
Okay, all right.
So we got a new season coming along. How do you like the house? Because a lot of people on the internet are saying it's an ugly house. What do you think?
I didn't see all the pictures, but I know I saw some. It's something about like a camp theme. So it's like summer glamping. And all summer long, I've been telling my friends, like, we got to go glamping. So it's just so funny that that's the theme. I think any theme is awesome. Like, why? Like, what makes one better than the other? They're all awesome. They're all awesome themes. I mean, how can you beat camping or whatever else they decide? I mean, as long as Big Brother is played tough and hard and strategic, I'm down. I don't care what's. You can have like pink flamingos if you want. I don't care. I want game.
I totally agree with that. I agree with that.
Right.
Have you seen the interviews for the new housemates this season?
Okay, so I
Let's talk about
watch some interviews.
Okay.
I don't really want to put all my eggs in a basket when it comes to that.
yeah.
Just because I feel like a lot of things change. They flip-flop. Their strategy has to be different because if they go in a house
Yeah,
and
you have to
say like
adapt.
I line with
Yeah.
you, you're more of like the mellow, and obviously I'm more of like the not mellow.
Yeah.
So we'll have to learn to feed off each other, and you won't know that until you live with the people, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
You see their true colors.
That is true. That is true. So basically, let's talk about your season now. So Big Brother 10, how many years ago was that? That was like
That was
like
11 years
11 years ago. That's crazy.
11.
Now, when that was airing, I actually didn't watch it because I was really young. I had to rewatch it. I really appreciate your
were little
gameplay.
babies.
Yeah, I was little. I was like 7 or 8 years old at that point.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate your gameplay and
you.
stuff like that.
Thank you.
But what was your favorite like part about living in the Big Brother house? Like, what did you really enjoy about it? The whole experience.
Well, I was a big fan, super fan, so I kind of had one of those like twirl around, like I can't believe I'm actually in here experiences, and then just playing the actual game, doing the comps, and we did have the best birthday party ever.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Anybody want cake?
That was so great.
Classic.
What was your biggest like takeaway from the entire experience? Did you learn anything about yourself?
I did. I learned that if there's money involved, people could be such jerks. I mean, they're grimy. No, I just learned that, I'm part of this new world, like that I didn't know about. Even though you're a fan, you don't really realize how many people love Big Brother. And I have family, and I have like friends, and just a whole new group of people that I never would. I'm so blessed to have been a part of it. And like every day I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is like my life. Like this is so cool, you know? I'm just a regular person who's like, I love this show and I want to be on it, and it happens. So if you think it, you believe it, you can do it.
That's true. Apply. If you're not applying,
Yeah.
I'm going to apply. In 2 years, I'm applying.
Yeah.
So yeah, being on Big Brother, the prize is $500,000,
Yeah.
and you're going through a lot. On Survivor, it's $1 million. Do you think Big Brother should increase the prize?
I think like that's how they started it. So I think like the $1 million should be like an all-star prize, because I think that they deserve to compete for that. They've already been in the house, they've experienced it, and they have a second opportunity to be able to win again or come back and settle some business. Like I got some business I need to settle in that house, you know. So I think $1 million for an all-stars too.
I would like to see that. I'd
Yeah.
like to see that.
I think a lot of people would play even more of an aggressive and game and strategic, whichever way they play it, because it's times two, like the prize times two, like $1 million. And then you get the title of being like an all-star champion.
Who would be on your like all-star wish list? Who would you like to see on All Stars?
So I would love like old school Big Brother. Like I would love like a Lawan, because he decided that he wanted to evict himself. Like, so he needs to come back. I would love like
What about this guy?
I would love Adam, yes, just because Tori Spelling would come back in the house, and I'd really like to meet her.
own show now. Beverly Hills
I was gonna ask you, how do you feel about 90210 coming back?
Your interview first. I don't want
All right, I'll ask you later.
Maybe I don't want him in All Stars, right? Anyway, like a James Ryan, a Kaycee. I would love like Monica, Danielle Reyes, you know, like like the meat and potatoes. Pour a little gravy on
Yeah, I
top.
got you.
That would be delicious. All Stars.
What about from your season?
Oh my God.
Other than yourself.
Okay, so I would love to see like, honestly, I think everybody from my season would be perfect to come back for a second opportunity. They all played like a really good game. I just don't know if Jerry would be available.
Where is Jerry? What's he up to?
Jerry's probably like, hopefully not falling into pools. Please, Jerry, don't be falling into a pool. But I think that everybody on my season deserves to have a comeback, even though Jesse came back a few times.
I have a theory. I think Jesse is Zingbot. I think.
Oh my God, I love it. Do you know we didn't have Zingbot on my season? So you might be right.
Yeah, I think so, because they didn't have it on Big Brother 11, and he was on that season. The first time they did it was Big Brother 12. Zingbot.
You just blew my mind. It does. Like, he gave up the monkey to be the Zingba.
It's a crazy world.
Wow, mind-blowing. I'm going to actually try to see if I'd be like Jesse, so say you were Zingba. Like, what would you zing me? And I'd like to hear, like, what he would say. Do you know I also heard that no neps are allowed anymore in Big Brother because of Jesse, so, yeah.
I did not know
I
that.
think we all need a nap. Yeah, so I'm going to ask Jesse, and I'll get back to you.
All right, yeah, thanks. Yeah, for sure.
Is Zingba tall or short?
I think he's tall. I think he's really tall. I should have asked Matt. Yeah, I just had him over here.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna figure out this.
Figure it out. We'll keep you guys posted about that.
Yeah, I'll try to see if we can get Zingba here next year. We could look underneath this.
Yeah. But
Leave that to me.
all right. Is there anything else you want to say to the Big Brother 21 cast?
I just want to say, please be hot messes. I want you to play hard, love hard. I don't know if I want any showmances. I'm sick of seeing showmances.
I feel you.
And welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family.
Like, buy me a drink when you get out.
All right. Well, that's it. That's pretty much it. All
That's all
right.
you got?
That's all I got. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, it's been great. This is Michelle again from Big Brother 10. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys. Welcome to my channel. We're here with Adam from BB13. Bacon! Yeah, so we're at the Big Brother 21 premiere party.
How many years have you been coming now?
So this is my second year here. But I've been watching Big Brother since I was like 10. And I've been watching since Big Brother 12. So yeah.
Oh, so you did watch my season. Was I robbed? No.
I think you were right. No, I think you were. I really think you were.
No, you know what? I was talking about this on my podcast, but like the bitter jury is starting to become more and more of a thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, and on my season, that's what I was trying not to have a bitter jury. But by me trying not to, I might have had a bitter jury just because I didn't do much.
Yeah.
But whatever. You know, the game has evolved. The game is ever changing. But the great thing is the game is all newbies again this year.
Yes, and that's
2 years
yes.
in a row. Yes.
There's 17 placemats on the table. What about that?
Don't worry about it. That's nothing. It's nothing.
Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully.
It's nothing. But you know what? If it is something, it's something. But people that like try to predict what's going to happen, don't.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy it, yeah.
Just enjoy the show. Whatever you get, just remember, bad Big Brother is better than no Big Brother.
That's true. That's very true.
And do you want no Big Brother or do you want some Big Brother? So, you know, whatever they do is fine. I've gotten over the fact, like, the game seems to be favored one direction or another, coincidentally or what have you. I mean, this guy came back in the house, Scottie, but no, you know, I don't care what the twists are. I just want to see entertainment.
So what are you most looking forward to this season? Like, with the cast, like, who do you have? Who's, like, your favorite right now?
I really like Jessica. I don't know. I hope she does well. But I'm going to stick with the same story I'm telling everybody else so that nobody can say I'm bullshitting. I do think I would love to see Kemi and Isabella team up, and because they would be the meanest of mean girls. I think Jack and Annalise have both good personalities built for this game. I think they'll both go pretty far. But you know what? Honestly, I don't care. Like by week 3, 4, I start liking other players. Like Judd is one of my favorite players of all time. In preseason, I couldn't stand him. So it's like, it's so hard because the preseason interviews, everybody's on. When the game actually happens, how they play. But you know, I think I'm a pretty good judge of characters. And unfortunately, one of the East Coasters, Christy, despite whatever rumors you may or may not heard before the premiere, I don't see her lasting too long.
I agree with you.
I think she's, even though she's spiritual and she like she wants to have like a prayer circle or like a positivity circle, I think that house breaks people, and unfortunately, I see her breaking.
Who do you most identify with in the house?
Cliff Hogg, because he's the old fart. Who do honestly, nobody. No, I don't. Like none of the people. Oh, okay. Let me rephrase that. I have been very fortunate for being on Big Brother because I have met some amazing people that I would never have met before. And there's so many people that are like me but not like me. I mean, Nicole is a super fan nerd from the East Coast. Exactly. So, I feel like her and I will get along great. But at the same time, I thought Caitlin and I would get along great. And actually, Caitlin and I do get along great. I rooted for her hard last year, and she let me down. So this year,
a puzzle.
This year, if she came this year, I was going to bring a 4-piece puzzle and tell her to do it. But I don't want to root for the people I think I'm going to like in real life because I want them to grow on me.
That's about Big Brother 21. So let's talk about your season.
Oh boy,
let's talk about your season.
Let's go way
memory lane real quick.
Big Brother 13. Hey.
What's the biggest takeaway you took from your season? Like when you got out of the house, did you grow as a person? Did you learn anything about yourself?
I did learn about myself that, as a fan, you go in, I'll lie, cheat, and steal. Yeah. That's not who I am. And I ended up playing as honest of a game as I could. And I realized that in life, you don't always have to tell everybody everything. You tell people enough to get them to do what you want them to do. Again, in business, it's kind of the same way. But information is power, and I've always known that. But it came to light so much more. Information is power. You don't want to show all your cards on day one. You got to hold something back. So, but if I've grown as a person, I've been very fortunate because I've been able to do events. I've been able to go to bacon festivals around the country. I've been able to go to, music festivals, and so I work in the music industry. But I've been able to get into some other doors that I didn't before. Obviously, I'm not one of the superstars that gets flown everywhere. But I've had enough in my life, and I didn't win $500,000, but I probably got $500,000 worth of bacon.
Yeah.
To me, that's a win.
That's a win? It's a win. What made you want to start doing these events?
When I got out of the house after season 13, I went to Vegas for the reality party of the year, and meeting the fans, meeting people just like me. I mean, I had my group of friends that were all fans, but meeting the whole community. So I was like, I'm going to do something for the fans. And season 14, I started doing the Big Brother party. Season 14, 15, 16, 17, Joe took it over. 18, we worked together. 19, 20, we worked together. I'm just too busy in my life. So I was like, Joe, you have all the tools. You have the venue. You have the sponsors. You have the media. Make it happen. And so this year's been great because I don't care what happens tonight. I'm not here.
It's a great night. It's a great night.
It is a great night. I do care what happens, but I don't care what happens in the scheme of things. I'm just here to have a good time with fans of Big Brother, the second best TV show of all time. The best one is coming. 90210 is coming back. It's coming back on my birthday, August 7th. My birthday is the premiere episode.
Wait, August 2nd?
August 7th.
Oh,
August
7th. Oh, okay.
Wednesday, August 7th is my birthday.
That's awesome. Well, you guys, you heard it first from Adam from Big Brother 13. Thanks for that. That's awesome.
Andrew, thank you for doing this again.
The basketball game.
Oh, yeah.
I was there, yeah.
Holy cow.
You remember?
I do.
Yo,
I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have if you didn't say it.
Really?
I wouldn't have remembered if you didn't say it.
I mean, there was a lot of people there.
Oh, my God. That was my first, event outside of being in the house.
Yeah, you were, running around and stuff. That was...
That was a crazy day.
That was a nice day. I had fun at the after thing at the end. That was really cool. I had a lot of fun at that. Oh, the event, at the restaurant. That was nice.
At the Buffalo Bill. What are the Buffalo Bills? What a terrible
Something like that.
restaurant.
But yeah, so how's your life been after Big Brother 20?
It's been pretty peaceful. I've been having a little bit of family problems, but I mean who doesn't have shit like that?
That's true.
That's just common. That's just life. Besides that, I've just been traveling. Before Big Brother, I never traveled at all. After the show, I'm everywhere all the time.
Where have you been going to?
I've been to Vegas 2 or 3 times. I've been to Arizona. I've been out in New York. I've been to New Jersey. I've been to Baltimore. I've been to
Anywhere out of the U.S. at all?
Greece and London.
How'd you like that? Was that lit?
I hated Greece because I won the Greece trip on the show.
Oh yeah.
Greece sucks.
Really?
I hated Mykonos.
Did they set you up with accommodations and stuff like that?
They what?
Did they set you up with accommodations?
With combinations?
Hotels or something like that?
Yeah, they give I got a hotel there. They gave me a gift card for food, but they don't accept gift cards on Mykonos Island. which I didn't know until it was too late. So I barely ate it all when I was there, which could be like maybe part of the reason I didn't have as good of a time. But when I did eat, the food was good. That was the one thing that was good about Greece. Gyros and gelato.
Well, let me ask you this. Was the food better in Greece than the Big Brother house?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was just normal groceries. If we would have had gelato like that, or like, well, actually, I don't know, because Brett would make this like Parmesan crusted salmon, and I even make that now. It's so good.
All right, let's talk about food, because I like eating food. Food's awesome. Who doesn't like food? What was like your favorite meal that was cooked inside the Big Brother house? Because there's slop and stuff like that, but like, what was like the best meal you had in the Big Brother house?
Probably, what was it? Labor Day, they gave us a grill, and they gave us like patties and like hot dogs and stuff to cook. So we like cooked all that. Brett did most of the work, but I mean, that was probably the best. Also, actually, just thinking about this, the very first time I was done being a have-not, we like had a big like party with all this food. That was the best meal I ate. And then like less than a week after that was when I won HOH. And this was before I put Brett and Winston on the block. But like I won HOH, and that night Brett and Winston made me like these really good burgers. Like really good burgers. And I was like, oh my God. They were so good. But then I put them on the block in like less than 12 hours after.
Was Brett the best cook in the house?
No, Sam. And that's just out of engine.
Fire. Wasn't there a fire?
Brett did start a fire. He tried broil bacon, which is not a good idea. But like Sam, like she was really creative with the slop. Like I've been watching live feeds for a couple years, and like no one has ever done the things with slop that like she thought to do. Yeah.
How does slop taste? For those that don't know what slop is, what is it?
Tasteless oatmeal with like vitamins and stuff in it.
What are you allowed to do with it? You're allowed to really do anything with it? Like, what are you allowed to alter when you're
Well, what it is, it's basically hard cut oats, hard steel oats, and then they put a bunch of like protein powder in it. And then you're supposed to add water and boil it. We would skip that step. We would take like a colander and we would sift out all the protein. So then it was just oats. And then we would cook with the oats.
Honestly, do you think being a have-not is detrimental to your game? Because you're getting a lot of like the protein and stuff like that. You're not really like, I mean, is it something you would eat all the time though? Like, or would you skip eating?
It's not something I would eat all the time. Like I was on it for 2 weeks in a row at one point, and that was when we did Space Pecs, the running one, and I was starving during that comp. So it does take a while to digest. So I mean, eating it after a while, I mean, you'd probably get used to it, but like on a short sample, your body's not used to digesting that slow. Especially because I have a very fast metabolism, so my body's not used to digesting that. Kevin.
Let's talk about other stuff about your season though. There was a lot that happened on Big Brother 20, and you were there for a long time. When you won the battle back, how did that like initial feeling? Like, did you had a plan in mind, right? Like you had a plan. You had a lot of time to strategize in the jury house.
We talked about it in jury. Literally, all of our plan focused on winning that HOH. We knew that if we didn't win, whoever went back in, we knew if you didn't win that HOH, they were just going to get revolving doored. So once we got in, Rockstar and Bailey wanted to get rid of Tyler and Angela. I wouldn't have done that. I would have kept Angela because you could beat her in finals. Anybody could beat her in final too. I would have tried to keep her, but I would have tried to get rid of either Tyler or Kaycee. I probably would have tried to get rid of Kaycee.
Have you thought of like different scenarios in your head on how you could have done it better? Like, is there any one of those possibilities of you staying in the game and winning? Was there any of those like that?
Well, winning that HOH. Outside of that, I mean, I could probably have forced the issue a little bit more. But with Tyler being HOH, no. He would have always done whatever JC and Angela told him to do, and then said it was what everybody wanted. I don't think about a whole lot as far as the game goes, because I'm like, I can't change it. If I could change any one thing, I should have made a deal with Brett.
Okay.
That's probably what I should have done.
I mean, it's like, yeah, again, like you can't really change anything. It happened. Did you have a good time though?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was relaxing. You just sat around all summer, and you literally chilled.
you do it again though?
Oh yeah. I mean, assuming like I didn't have like a good job that would take me away, like assuming I had the time, yeah, I would. It's not like difficult. I know people like to say it's not difficult. Literally, most of the post-stress stuff that happens, like it's not because of what actually happened in the house. It's because of the perception that like society has, and whether it be your edit or like what people saw on live feeds, and they kind of construct a story. So a lot of people have like stress because people poke fun at them for that. But like I even said before I went in the house, I was one of those people that like made fun of people who were in the house, so I expected it coming out. So like, go for it.
Do you like the way you were portrayed though?
What was that?
Do you like the way your edit was portrayed?
No, I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it. Do you think you're ever gonna watch it?
I've watched the first episode, and I watched, I think I watched the first 2 episodes. And I'm like not in those at all. So right now my edit is I'm not on the show, and I'm all right with that.
I remember when you were in the house. In fact, actually last year, while I was here, I asked Cameron, and I asked him, who do you identify as? And he said, you. So on this season, who do you identify as?
Well, Cameron though, that's not even kind of fair because, like, he's from Woodridge. I worked in a movie theater that's like 10 miles away from where he's from. He went to NIU, I went to NIU. Like, we're like, there's a lot of background similarities. So obviously he would identify with me. From this season, I think everyone's going to say that Nicole is my typecast, but I don't know if I identify with her the most. Because you haven't really seen them, so you can't really say you identify them.
The interviews, though?
Yeah, I've seen the Jeff interviews and I've seen the Ika interviews.
Yeah, well, who's like your top on top of your list right now for your winner pick?
Who I think is going to win is Jackson. Who I like is I like Demi. Not Demi, it's Temi. Good. I don't know why. I was thinking about Demi. Okay. I think Jackson's going to win, but I like Hemi.
If you were in that cast, if you were in Big Brother 21, who would you see yourself maybe aligning with? Like, who's someone that you could see yourself being friends with?
Who would I want to align with? I didn't even like form an alliance to start my season.
It's a dream alliance right now.
Literally, I'm the worst person to ask that because I was barely in any kind of alliance on my season. I was the worst at being in alliances. If I had to hand pick, I feel like everybody would want to be in an alliance with Jack. I feel like everyone's going to say Jack. I would probably say Jackson. I would probably want to be in an alliance with Jackson.
Any specific reason why? Just like,
because you want to be in alliance with people who will get themselves in trouble. That way they will always go before you.
That's true.
Which, I mean, as much as I love Swaggy, it's also part of the reason I really wanted to work with him, is I knew he would get himself in trouble and I'd be able to get out scot-free. Yeah.
I see where you're coming from, yeah.
You always want to be the one behind.
Are you hyped for this party, though? Like, this is your first premiere party, right?
Yes, my first premiere.
First premiere party.
I'm used to watching the premiere from the comfort of my home.
Yeah, now you're here with all the whole family.
Oh yeah, this is like crazy. Like big screen, they got couches set up, there's a bar. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, well, this is Scottie from Big Brother 20. We're here at the Big Brother 21 premiere party. Everybody, why don't you let everybody know who you are?
I am Laura Roberts from BB Can 7.
And that was just filmed like how many months ago? That was like...
So it was recent. So we wrapped filming in what, May?
Yeah, May. Yeah. And how was the experience of being on the show? I mean, you weren't on it for that long, but you were still on it. So how was that like?
It was so much bigger than I ever imagined it could be. Like if anybody's watching ever gets the opportunity to be on Big Brother, it will just blow your mind. It's such a big machine behind it. It was just incredible, amazing.
Now, for the people that watch Big Brother Canada, that are watching this, that don't watch the American version, what do you have to say about the American version? Because how long have you been watching for?
I've been watching like off and on for years. Like I mean, everybody knows what it is, right? So I've seen it for years and years, but I think Canada differs. Like I feel like we have talent. Like we have such an untapped resource, and I wish we could break into America a little bit more. You know what I mean? But
yeah. I really think that the Big Brother Canada cast is really different. It's not because there's a big difference between the American version and the Canadian version, and I think that I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just I can't put a name on it, but it's just something about it. It's really unique, and I like it because I feel like the Canadian version is very like futuristic and stuff like that, and Big Brother American version sticks to like old school stuff like that. So what's your favorite part, or what's your favorite like aspect about Big Brother Canada that differs from the American version?
I think my favorite aspect is just the fact that, like, you know, since we don't have as many reality TV shows as the U.S. does, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's sort of like a surprise and something different for people. It definitely represents like lots of different groups of people out there. We also have like pretty intense challenges. Like, I'll give you guys an example. So like even our bio shoots that we had this year for Big Brother 7 was one of the biggest sort of things that they did when it comes to like bios and stuff, and they're always getting bigger and better. So I think, I don't know, hopefully we catch up to you guys in seasons.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. I mean, when Big Brother, well, it was Big Brother 6 that wasn't really going to happen. They canceled it for some time. Were you disappointed?
I mean, definitely, especially because we don't have a lot of those reality shows out there. Like, we don't have like VH1 and like stuff like that, right? So I was, and then they brought it back, and then to hear that our season was the highest rated season in Big Brother Canada
I
history,
thought it was a great season.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
So after you got evicted, you got to watch the whole season back home. If you were to stay inside the game, who would you have probably like continued working with off of your season?
I definitely would have continued working with Anthony. I feel like a lot of people didn't really showcase the relationship that we had. And even, you know, after the show had wrapped, he was like, you know, you were my ride or die. You were supposed to be my Corey. Like, you're my ride or die. You're my girl. So I would have kept working with him because I think he, at the end of the day, is smart enough to know, yes, you're in the Pretty Boys Alliance, but if you want to win, they have to go. So I would have kept working with him.
Were you a fan of the Pretty Boy Alliance? Were you rooting for them at all?
You know, I'll give them this. They blindsided a lot of people. I'll give them that.
That's true.
I will, and I love Dane, I love Anthony, and it's just, you know, so I have to give it to them. Like, they had a good game at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, it was great. Were you happy with the winner, though? Like, were you happy for Dane that he won?
I was over the moon. Dane absolutely deserved to win, and I always tell people this. A lot of people didn't realize that, you know, Dane's father struggled with a lot of mental health issues. He passed away only 8 months before Dane did the show. So the show was hard enough, and then to deal with a death, it's like he deserved that money. Like, he like cut the check. Like, I was like, give it to Dane.
If you had the opportunity to go back again on the show, what would you do differently?
I definitely would have laid low and then gone for the neck, like right after that. I would have laid a lot lower and been like, okay, you know, I'm just going to kind of do my own thing, lay low, and then I would have just gone for it. I would have just put him up.
Now, for Big Brother 21, what are you most looking forward to this season? Like, what's something that you're really looking forward to seeing?
I just want to see it play out because I feel like every season is just, it's like similar, but it's also different in its own way. So I kind of want to, you know, I'm excited tonight to see everybody's personality get showcased and see what everybody has to offer. So I don't know, I'm kind of excited to see what they bring, like what they bring to the table.
Is there anybody now? Did you see the interviews?
Pardon?
Did you see the interviews for the? You haven't yet? Okay.
I wanted to go in fresh.
Okay, yeah, that's really. I haven't done that yet. I would love to do that, but I was gonna ask you like who would be like your winner pick or something like that. But now last season, Big Brother 20. I mean, there's a lot of alumni here. What was your reaction to last season, like for the winner, like Kaycee winning?
I love Kaycee. I think she's amazing. Even meeting her here, she's an amazing person, an amazing player. So, I mean, for me, the outcome was like paramount. I thought it was great.
Now, what do you think it takes to be a winner of Big Brother? Like, what do you think? What kind of personality traits do you think you need in order to own your own game and really win the game? Like, what's some advice you have for future people that want to go on the show?
Honestly, being charismatic, and I'll tell you why. Because whether you want to believe it or not, we're all, you know, we're human beings, we're emotional creatures, and I think when you like someone genuinely, it's very hard to get rid of them. And so, like, even my season, Dane, everyone loved him. And so, no matter what they do, you don't want them to go. Like, you'll let a lot of things slide. So I think be charismatic, be likable, lay low, and I think you got it in the bag.
Let's talk about different scenarios. If you were to have won the first head of household that season, let's just say you won it, what would you have done?
If I would have won the first competition?
Yeah.
If I would have won the first competition, I probably would have put 2 strong guys up because at the end of the day, they always make it really far. They're good at physical comps. You know, a lot of Big Brother is physical, or put up a super fan because they know what's coming like week to week to week. So a lot of the times those guys sneak up on you at the end. So my original picks, I probably would have put up Dane or put up Damien. And yeah, that's probably what I would have done at that moment.
Did you you have any suspicions about there being like any twists, like when you were going into the season, because there was that whole like secret rooms that was going on? Do you have any suspicions of that at all, or like?
Absolutely zero. Honestly, I was so shocked by that. What shocks me even more is that Damien knew that there was a Pretty Boys Alliance and never said anything. He never, even when they brought it up, it's like, you know it's true, why don't you reinforce it? So like that was crazy, like that blew my mind when I saw that. I was like, wow.
Do you think if he exposed that alliance, they would have made it as far as they did, or?
Honestly, probably not. Like I think he could have even lied. He could have even said, you know, I overheard them talking or something like that. No. I think things would have shifted quite a bit, and especially because, again, Damien is like Canada's favorite. Everyone loves him. He's an amazing guy. So I'm like, Damien, why didn't you say anything?
Still keep in contact with a lot of the people from your season?
Absolutely. Like, Big Brother is such a... I mean, there's nothing like it in life that can ever prepare you for it. So you're just, even people you don't like, you're bonded to them. You know what I mean? Like, we went through that experience together, so...
Any summary you could have for what Big Brother is like? Like, what's something to summarize what the experience is like?
It's the most anxiety-inducing experience that you will ever have in your life, but in a good way.
Do you recommend people doing it? Like, is it something that you would want people to do?
Absolutely. I mean, to be part of, you know, the 1 or 2% of people on planet Earth that get to be on a reality TV show or be on TV in general, absolutely. It's life-changing. Like, it really is. It's so jarring. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Do you have anything else you want to add about the new season that's coming up?
I'm very excited for it, and I hope that there's quite a few ball busters on there, so we'll see.
All right. Well, anyway, that wraps up this interview. Hope you guys stay tuned for more upcoming, and we'll see you guys later. All right, guys. Oh, yeah, gotta get the name.
Make sure you get the name. We knew him when he was a nobody. He's going to be the new guy right here.
So, guys, I'm here with Glenn from Big Brother 18, if you guys remember him. Very iconic Big Brother
27 whole hours.
So, it's been 3 years since you were on Big Brother.
Already?
3 years. How was the experience for you, even though it was such a short time?
Fantastic. Fantastic. No regrets. Wish I could have, the outcome could have been a little different, but still, all in all, it was a great thing.
You're still in contact with everybody from the show?
Tons of people from the show, and it's expanded because it's like a fraternity. It's like a college. And now people from seasons before that I was fans of, now my friends, and it's really, really great, yeah.
So even though you were on Big Brother for such a short time, I hate to remind you, but
thanks.
What was your biggest takeaway from the game?
Takeaway?
Like, did you learn anything about yourself? Like,
not about myself truly because it was too short.
Yeah.
I gave myself credit for being so eager that wanting it to go through it. And anybody that really wants to be on the show, I encourage them to keep trying and follow your dreams. Like, if anything else. I was lucky, but I was a super fan, so it really meant a lot to me to get on the show.
If you were to stay in the game longer, what would your game plan have been? Like, who would you have aligned with?
Well, I was already aligned. I had my crew.
Yeah, you had a group.
Yeah, so as soon as we went, me, Paul, Victor, Jose, we already had it. It was click. It's just the way the circumstances where they split us up to teams, and we were on different teams, But I was already working out how we were going to get out the vets, and I was behind the scenes. Nobody got to see it because it was before, the live feed started and everything. But I had a game plan. Everything's going to be good.
Now, coming from a super fan's perspective, what's some advice you have for people that are trying to get on the show?
To keep going for it. Don't give up. Just because they don't like you this time, you still got to keep applying and keep trying. Because for most of the cast and for most of the people I hear, nobody really gets in on the first time. I was lucky, but you got to keep applying, keep trying for it. You got to show them you really want it because that's what we want. We want super fans on the show. With not enough super fans, you only got to get recruits. Everybody don't want recruits.
So for this season of Big Brother, did you watch the interviews?
Say it again?
Did you watch the interviews for this season?
No. I saw some of it, but you really can't get the true person on the interview.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to see the interaction of when they walk in, how they interact with the other people. If you can see the vibe, like that's with us. Because you can't speak to nobody when you're going through the process. So the minute I got into the house, right away I clicked with certain people I didn't click. So that's what you got to watch and see who.
Who do you most identify with this new cast? Like, who do you most identify with?
Well, of course, the old guy. But-
Cliff?
Because he's an old guy. You know, that's the only thing. Other than that, I really haven't made any judgment. I haven't. One guy looks like Aquaman, but that's
Jack.
That's the only. But other than that, I really have. I'm still a clear slate until I get to hear the, see what they're all about.
Now, what's your reaction to the party that we have going on here? Like, do you like? You've been to a lot of these events.
As you know, this is the best season premiere party in the whole United States. This is where it happens. This is New York City, and this is where fans and the Big Brother alumni from years back still come because this is where the super fans come.
And is there any anything you have like? Why should people come to this event? Pretty much.
Because if you're a fan of the show and you want to meet past guests and people from Survivor and other reality shows, this is the place to come, man. It's a really great night. We all get to watch the season together, and we just have a great time.
That's true. I agree with you with that. Yeah, I started coming to these events as just some fan, just come to these events. Yeah.
Like a newbie. Now he's like a veteran.
Yeah, that's weird. It's just it's so crazy. But coming from we're not done yet. We're gonna almost done.
No.
But basically, with this season of Big Brother, have you seen the house photos yet?
Yeah, I saw photos.
What do you think about the house?
It's cool. It's the house. You know what I mean? It doesn't even matter what it looks like. Your job is to get in the house.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm more worried about.
Now, do you think it's smart to go into the house with a plan already in your head, or do you think you need to adapt to other things?
Well, that's my theory. Yeah. I think you go in and adapt to what you have. A lot of people going in already thinking, they're going to do A, B, and C, and it never works out.
Do you think Big Brother should increase their prize to $1 million?
Why not?
Do you think they should? Do you think?
Why not? Yeah.
Survivor, you got Survivor's $1 million.
I would like to see that, and I would like to see a lot of the original, the old games back.
Yeah.
I'd rather see the key back. I would like to see. I'd rather see PB&J, the food competitions. Fight for your food. You
think we're going to see that this season? Do you think they're going to bring it back?
I think so, but I would love to see that because what was old is still better. Yeah. Just because it's technical and it looks better doesn't mean it's better. You know what I mean?
And you've been watching since season 1, right? Season 1. You got a true Big Brother fan right here.
True fan. Love the show.
And a contestant. What is it like after getting off the show? Do you feel anything different? Is it any different?
I just feel lucky because I'm such a super fan that when I do get to do a charity event for kids or whatever it is, and I feel honored that they asked me to come, when I get to meet some of my fan favorites, that I'm in awe. I'm oh my God, this is Dr. Will. Oh my God. There's, those are guys that I've watched, Evil Dick, the people that I was such fans of, and now I'm part of it. They call me by my first name. It just freaks me out still.
How would you describe the BB family? How would you describe the BB family?
It's great. It is great. It's like the best fraternity. It's like college buddies. I can never meet them, and next thing you know, we're hanging out having drinks, and it's like talking about your season and my season and this and that. It's like a great, great family.
They should do a show just about catching up with all the past house guests. If you were to go back on the show, you would obviously do it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like a raw deal type.
Yeah, definitely. That would be real cool. I wish it was, because then it would be more of a hangout, and then it would be good to see how you're going to cut somebody's throat now, because now you like them. So, how am I going to do that now? What's the game? So that's what would make it more interesting.
All right, well, guys, this is Glenn from Big Brother 18, coming at the Big Brother 21 premiere party. We'll see you guys in the next interview. All right, so we're at the Big Brother 21 premiere party. So you were on 2 seasons ago. What's changed since you've been on Big Brother? What's been going on in your life?
Obviously I got cancer, which it's a negative, but it ended up working out. But a lot of things changed. Before, if I went to the airport, they would throw me out. Now everyone wants to say hi.
Yeah.
So I guess a lot of things. I get to meet you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Came to Boston and hung out. But no, a lot of things changed, as you know. The Big Brother fan base is huge, man.
Yeah.
And they really get into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually.
So, I went to Canada. More people up in Canada knew me than I thought I owed everyone money. I was like, oh my God, who are these people, man? And they were like, yeah, everyone. It was really cool.
Now, after being on Big Brother, and you were in there for 90-something days, right? You were in there for a long time.
Yeah.
what was your biggest takeaway after being on Big Brother? What was something that did you learn any lessons?
Yeah, the lesson I learned is I should have watched the show before I got on. I knew no idea what the hell was going on. When Paul came in, I thought he was delivering food. I didn't know who he was. And they knew the comps, they knew everything. Yeah. So now I would recommend anyone who goes on now in order to navigate through it all. I mean, I wouldn't know about it. You don't actually have to have a showman. It helps because that makes two of you.
Yeah, that's true.
And it keeps you a little busy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I would say just know what's going on because, like, when they're building those comps and they're doing those endurance comps, they take 2 or 3 days. Yeah. Everyone's taking a rest. I'm out there eating ice cream, walking around like, hey, what's going on? Everyone's like, you may want to get some rest, Kevin. And I was like, no, don't worry. And then next thing you know, I'm standing in a hot dog thing getting squirted by mustard. So, you know, you have to know what today, a lot of them know to come. And you have to know what's happening. Like, I trusted people, and obviously, it wasn't that they just trustful people, but it's a game. And you're playing a game, and they're playing to win.
Now, since you have an athletic background before you're on Big Brother, when you were younger, do you think that prepared you at all for being on the show?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It helped me get through. It helped me get through to the end. I mean, my social game, I didn't win many comps, but I mean, I guess I won one of the most important ones, the first one. Yeah. Because you got $25,000.
Yeah, the temptation. Yeah, you took the temptation. Do you think it was worth it? You think you should have taken it, or like were you happy that Paul came back?
I didn't know I even won. I was just sitting there. If you watch it, and I was just sitting there going like this, and they were like, I went into the DI and they're like, congratulations. I thought they were congratulating me for being on the show. They was like, congratulations, you won 25, and I had George show me he won.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought George won the $25,000. But, yeah, no, it's all fun. You know what I just wish everyone would take from it? That it's only a game. Yeah. Don't have animosity, man. Come on. Yeah. What the hell? Since my season, two of them had babies. Jason's 3 of them had babies. Yeah. One of them's got married. I've got cancer. Come on, man. It's a TV show. Yeah, it's just a TV Enjoy yourself and have fun, man. You know what I mean? Don't hold things personally against someone because they took away your slop or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's all I would say. Just enjoy it and go with the ride, man. It could be worse. You could be in obscurity. You could be home watching it in your house, drinking a beer with nobody next to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Instead, I'm here in New York at the Premier 21 party with Andy. Now, how can you get any more fun than that? Look, the man's got his name up there. I don't see Kevin. No Kevin, but I see an Andrew.
That's great.
So listen, man, I want to thank all you guys.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, man. I mean that.
Thank you so
much. The man came to my thing. You're going to still come when we have stuff in blood.
Definitely,
When you become a star now, we're going to get this on tape. You're not going to forget about me, right?
I won't forget about you.
You promise. I got your dad back there, too, and everyone. They're listening, all right? All
right.
He's a good guy, everybody. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Welcome, guys, to the Big Brother 21 premiere party. I'm here with JoJo from season 14.
Yes. Hi. How you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Loving life. Hashtag living my best life, right?
Living my best life. So, how has life been for you after you got off Big Brother?
Well, the first couple of years it was amazing. I did a lot of traveling. I did a lot of events. I met a lot of people. But it's crazy. It's been 7 years. And I still get a lot of love and support, and it's always a fun fact to tell people. Like, great conversation starter. People are like, "Oh my God, wait, what? You were on Big Brother?" Like, it's crazy.
So it's been 7 years, right? 7 years.
Yeah.
What's one of the biggest takeaways you've had? Like, has anything from the show changed your life in any way?
I mean, you still always kind of go back to your regular life unless you won. But you learn a lot about yourself when you watch yourself on TV.
You get recognized a lot from being on Big Brother?
I used to. Now it's more like a discreet getting recognized. Like, for example, I just got back from a cruise. I went on a cruise to Bermuda recently, and one person recognized me.
Really?
And then you know what happened? They started telling people, and the rumors started spreading off the cruise. I swear to God, true story.
Yeah.
Started spreading throughout the cruise ship. So then I had other people come up. I swear to God. And it was really cool. I'm like, wow. It's been 7 years, and they came up to me like, oh, we heard you're JoJo. You were on Big Brother, right? They're like, or people who don't even know who I am, but they know Big Brother. They're like, oh, we heard you, and they just started coming up to me, and then I would walk around the cruise ship, and they'd be like, JoJo. I'm like, okay. it's cool. I'm like, let's hang out. The more, the merrier.
So would you say Big Brother has a positive effect over your life? Like,
Oh my God, for sure. Best experience of my life. It's gonna be with me forever. So happy.
any special words to the current house guests this season?
Definitely enjoy it, but also make sure you take the time to get to know everyone in the house. You know, get to know everybody, spend time with everybody, and do a lot of lying.
That's pretty good. I couldn't say it better myself. Any tips for people trying to get on the show?
I actually have a YouTube video. I stopped my channel a long time ago, but that gives you advice and tips. Definitely, I know it sounds cliche, but be yourself. You're not on a job interview.
Yeah.
A lot of people think they're on a job interview. You're not. Just be blunt. Be real. You got something to say, even if it's dirty or uncomfortable or weird, the better. And tell lots of stories. They love stories. Don't just say, oh, my friends love me, I'm amazing, I'm fun. No. Say,
show them that. Right?
give them examples, give them stories, back it up. I always say, back that shit up. Back it up.
All right. Anything else you want to add? Is that it?
No, I love you guys. Follow me on Instagram at JoJo Spatafora.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm on YouTube channel. Nice to meet you, bro. All right, guys, I'm with JC from Big Brother 20.
What's up, guys? How's everything?
So, how has life been for you after you got off Big Brother?
It's been crazy. I went from like 0 to 1,000, honestly, and I'm still like getting used to it, honestly. It's just very crazy.
What's one of the biggest takeaways you've gotten from being on Big Brother?
One of the what?
Takeaways. Like, what's the biggest takeaway that you've like learned from yourself?
Definitely, it taught me a lot as a person to get to know other people, their feelings, maybe like, being less selfish. I can assure you that, so stuff like that. Yeah.
Anybody, is the Big Brother family like really close? Are you guys all still really close together after getting off the show?
Who? What family?
Just the Big Brother family.
Oh yeah. Most of us are smart enough to realize that the game is over, and that right now we move on from that, and we are, and that right now we are just learning how to live this new lifestyle and stuff, and it's pretty much it. Some of us are not that smart, but most of us are.
What's next for you? What's next in your life? What's going on?
I cannot complain. I'm working in so many good things and new things, and you will see. I can't really talk about that anymore, but I'm lucky. I'm lucky to be like working in new projects and stuff.
You were one of my favorites on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And this is JC again at the Big Brother 21 premiere party. That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Bye. Nice meeting you, man.
All right, guys, we're here at the Big Brother 21 premiere party with the one and only Ginamarie.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, honey. Looking good too yourself there.
Thank you. You look great. You look great.
You're very sweet. Thank you.
So, how has life been for you ever since you've been off Big Brother? Like, how have things been for you?
Two things. Absolutely amazing and absolutely sucks. No, I'm kidding. All because of there's some haters. But you know what? That's it, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a huge extended family.
Yeah.
What's that greater than that? So being on Big Brother, the experience, everything. Hold on.
Yo, we got Enzo over here.
I want to say what's up to Ginamarie.
Yo, do you want to get in? You can just. Yeah. All right, so we got Enzo from Big Brother.
You can't handle these accents right now. You can't handle it.
We're a squad right here.
That's it. OGs, baby.
How would you guys describe the Big Brother family? The community itself, how would you describe the family?
I wouldn't even say it's dysfunctional. I would say it's absolutely amazing. And we have literally family all around the world.
Yes. Yeah, just a bunch of fucking crazy lunatics in the house.
It's crazy.
That's it. That's what it is.
You're coming up with a rap album, I heard?
It's coming out soon, but I want to promote a little bit more. I'm performing a little set tonight. It's not going to be one song. It's going to be a couple like clips.
I'm excited.
I'm freaking excited.
You know what it is? They don't think I can rap. You're going to see tonight.
I believe in you.
Tonight.
Yo, I believe in you. I believe in you.
Thank you, yo. See, I like this dude.
He's cool, right?
I like this dude.
But yeah, so aside from your guys' seasons, are you guys excited for Big Brother 21?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just don't know anyone. I didn't like.
You didn't watch the interviews?
I didn't see any bios or nothing. I didn't see none, so I
No,
don't know.
they're cool. They're cool.
What do you guys hope to see this season? Like, what are you looking forward to?
Just a good season. I don't want no dumb gameplay. Just fucking play a good season.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? Like last year was a good season.
Absolutely, I agree.
I want a good season again. That's all.
We want them to continue to get better and better. And I want to see, I don't really want to see fighting. I did enough of that. I want to see some people going hard.
Yes.
Some blood.
Yes.
Some
Let's go.
cops.
Let's
Get
go.
it!
Let's go.
Yeah.
She said it best. That's it. Fuck that. I want the power to keep shifting back and forth. Let's go.
Bro,
Yo,
one of the top alliances ever, bro. Come on.
It was. And I started all of that shit. I'm kind of a big deal. I am.
Meow.
I'm fucking with you.
Bro, I know.
But it was fun as shit. It was fun as shit. I'd like to play again. Only reason, because I'm single. And I just want to I want to have a couple. I want to fuck around in that house too now. I want to fuck
A lot
around.
of showmances right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want like a showman's to a showman's. You know what I'm saying?
You hold the one broad on the other hand, and then we got the other broad waiting in the
Have a
kitchen.
good time now.
But you can't go down
like-
with the kitchen, the bathroom. I call that shady
Like,
lane.
I don't care if I win. I got to the end. I want to fuck around in that house now. Let's go.
It's The Bachelor meets Big Brother. He's gonna have his own show like Paulie D and Vinny does.
Let's go!
You guys heard it here first at the Big Brother 21 premiere party. Enzo and Ginamarie. Awesome having you guys. Awesome.
Yeah, bro. Good to see you.
Frankie, you know he's coming over. That handsome bastard. Who else we got? Now, he's here. Costa, the Portuguese princess. Here comes Kaycee, your BB20 winning people. How cute is she? Does anybody follow Kaycee on Instagram? She did a little house thing. She's showcasing the house in Brooklyn. Any other house guests for the season? Where's JoJo? Is JoJo here? She was here. Rockstar, is she here? Matt Hoffman, where you at? Get your ass over here. Who else? Frankie's still talking on the... They want his...